Welcome to the biology class, dear students. We have completed chapter 2, reproduction in plants, in the previous classes. Hope you have completed all the question answers and the exercises in that chapter. You'll get one more test paper also on the basis of that chapter, reproduction in plants. Now today we are going to study reproduction in humans. So we'll see here what are the key concepts we are going to study in this chapter. So the study of main organs of male reproductive system in humans, main organs of female reproductive system in human being, fertilization and development of embryo in human being. So about reproduction, as I had discussed already in the previous chapter, so there is some revision that what is the meaning of reproduction. So you know, children, that reproduction is made up of two words, re and production means to produce. To produce means to make something, and re means again. So to produce, to make something, and re means again, means reproduce literally means to produce again. When animals and plants reproduce more of their own kind, they reproduce, and this phenomenon is known as the reproduction. Now you have studied that the plant, they reproduce to continue their species. So animals also reproduce for the same reason. Some primitive organisms like hydra and flatworm, they reproduce asexually, involving one parent only. Sexual and asexual reproduction you have studied in detail in the last chapter, reproduction in plants. So there you have studied asexual reproduction in plants and the various methods along with the sexual. Here we will see that asexual reproduction in animals, it also takes place in some organisms like hydra and flatworm, where only one parent is involved. While in the sexual reproduction, both the parents are involved. So most advanced multicellular animals, including human being, they reproduce sexually. And you know, in the sexual reproduction, there is involvement of two parents. So let me see in the sexual reproduction in humans. Sexual reproduction involves two organisms, male and female. And male and female, both they have their reproductive organs or system, that we call it as male reproductive system and female reproductive system. Now male reproductive system and female reproductive system, both they produce specific cells. These are known as the sex cells also, or gametes also. So male and female sex cells, they are produced by the reproductive organs. They fuse together to form zygote, which develops into a new organism. And human beings have distinct male and female sexes. Male organism produces male gamete, which is known as sperm, while female organism produces female gamete, that is called ovum or ova. Ova is the plural term of ovum. So in human being also, male and female sexes are there, and male organism produces male gamete called sperm, female that organism produces the female gamete called the ova. Now the fusion of sperm and ova is called fertilization, which results in the formation of zygote. So that process also you have studied, that the fusion of male and female gamete is known as the fertilization, and after fertilization, which of the structure is formed? The structure formed is the zygote. So this is all about the sexual reproduction. Now we will continue the process of fertilization. What is fertilization? Fertilization is the fusion of the sex cells or the fusion of the male and female gametes. Now this fertilization may occur either outside or inside the body of the female. So let me see the types of fertilization on the basis of this process. When a sperm fuses with an ovum outside of the female body, it is called external fertilization. For example, in fishes. Here you can see in the picture that male fish spreads sperm over eggs and female fish lays eggs. So female fish lays eggs in the water and the male fish also here releases a sperm over the eggs, and the fusion is taking place in the water. So here external fertilization taking place in this organism. Here the fertilization is taking place in the water. As fishes, they are aquatic organisms. So in frogs also external fertilization is found. Now we will see the internal fertilization. What is internal fertilization? When the fusion of ovum and sperm takes place inside the body of female, not outside of the body, inside the body of female. It is called internal fertilization. For example, in mammals, birds, reptiles, including human, the process of fertilization is internal. So understood, children? The type of fertilization. Here the two types of fertilization we have studied, external and internal. Now we will start with the topic sexual reproduction in humans. Humans reproduce by sexual reproduction. Human males and females, they have different reproductive organs which produce different sexes, as I discussed already, that is sperms in males and egg or ovum in females. Internal fertilization takes place in the human and zygote is formed, and that zygote develops into fully grown individual inside the body of female. So we will start first with the organs of male reproductive system. So what are the different organs in the male reproductive system? We are going to study with the help of this diagram. So here the male reproductive organs, they are a pair of testes. There are two testes. So a pair of testes, sperm ducts. Just from the testes above, you will see the ducts arising, and these ducts on both the sides you can see from the both the testes they are arising. This duct is known as the sperm ducts there or vas deferens. Then next structure we will study the urethra. Here you will see this long tube. This is known as the urethra. Then here the next organ which is known as the penis, and accessory glands are there like prostate gland and seminal vesicle. These are the accessory glands, help in the process of reproduction. So here reproductive organs are also categorized. The reproductive organs that produce reproductive cells or gametes, they are known as the gonads or primary reproductive organs. And secondary reproductive organs are the organs which are not participating directly in the reproduction, but they are helping the process of reproduction. So here primary reproductive organs in the male, they are the testes, a pair of testes. They are the primary reproductive organs in the male. Testes are located outside of the abdomen in sac-like structure which is known as the scrotum. So this is the location of the testes, which is the primary reproductive organ in the male. Where it is located? It is located in the there outside of the abdomen in a sac-like structure. This is the sac-like structure you can see here. This sac-like structure is known as the scrotum. And further, it is the organ where male gametes are produced. Where? In the testes, here the male gamete is produced. So there are many male gametes produced in it, and these male gametes, they travel through the sperm duct. You can see the sperm ducts are arising from both the testes, and the name of the sperm duct, this is the technical term vas deferens. This is the technical term for the sperm duct. This vas deferens further it unite and then it forms a long tube that we call it as the urethra. Understood, children? So sperm travels through the vas deferens, then both the vas deferens they unite and then they form a long duct that we call it as a urethra. What is the urethra? Urethra is a long tube through which urine passes, and as the sperm pass through the sperm duct, secretions from the accessory glands are also mixed with them. What are the accessory glands? This is seminal vesicle and this is prostate gland. So secretions from both these glands are also added to the sperm. They are required for the maturation and survival of the sperm. So here the mixture of the sperm and the secretion of the accessory gland, this is known as the semen. So these terms you underline in your book, all the main reproductive organs and these technical terms. Just now I explained you semen. So what is the semen? The mixture of the sperms which are formed in the testes, and then they travel through the vas deferens reaching to the urethra. And here when it reaches to the urethra, before that secretion of the accessory glands are mixed in it, and now this is known as the semen. Now we'll come to the next organ, that is the penis. What is the penis? It is a male reproductive organ, and it is through this organ sperms are discharged and deposited in the vagina of the female body. In male, this organ is used both for the discharge of urine and for the sperms also. So these are the main organs of male reproductive system. Primary reproductive organs are testes, and remaining they are the vas deferens, accessory gland, seminal vesicle and prostate gland, urethra and penis. So understood, children? These are the main organs of the male reproductive system. Now we'll study the male gamete. The male gamete which is produced by the testes. Here you will see the structure of the male gamete. It is being motile with the help of the tail-like structure that is known as the flagellum also, and sperm is made up of three parts. That anterior part is known as the head. This middle part, this is middle piece, it is consisting neck. So this neck is the part which connects the middle piece with the head region, and at last you will see here after middle piece the long structure is there, long thin structure. This is known as the tail. With the help of this it moves and reaches to the fallopian tube for the process of fertilization. In head region you can see here it is the nucleus present. This nucleus fuses with the nucleus of the egg cell, and that fusion is known as the fertilization. At the head region you will see the acrosome region is there. This acrosome region actually contains one enzyme. That enzyme is secreted at the time of fertilization and which dissolve the outer covering of the egg cell or ovum. So understood, children? This is male gamete. So you practice the diagram of the organs of male reproductive system and the diagram of human sperm. And about primary reproductive organs already I explained to you. Now the next that part is the organs of female reproductive system. So here also we will see the primary reproductive organs and the other secondary reproductive organs. So first let me see what are the different organs. So the reproductive system in females consists of a pair of ovaries. You can see a pair of ovaries and the fallopian tubes. You can see at the upper side these are the fallopian tubes. These are known as the oviducts also, and uterus. Now what are ovaries? Ovaries are almond size oval glands situated in the pelvic or the hip region. This is the location. When location is asked in the exam, then what to write in the case of ovaries? You will write in the pelvic or in the hip region they are located. They produce the eggs or ova. So here in female reproductive system, ovaries, they are called the primary reproductive organs because they produce reproductive cell or gametes. So they are primary reproductive organs and we call them as gonads also. So this is the gonads in the female reproductive system. Now their main function to produce the egg cell or ova. You can see here the structure of the egg cell is given. This egg cell consists of nucleus in the center, and then this nucleus is surrounded by the cytoplasm, and outer coverings are there, that is zona pellucida and corona radiata. Now the main function of the ovary is to produce the egg cell or the ova. Now this mature egg, it moves through the funnel shaped muscular tubes. You can see just above both the ovaries, these funnel shaped tubes are present. These funnel shaped tubes, muscular tubes, are known as the fallopian tubes, arising just above the ovaries, and these fallopian tubes, they are termed as oviducts also. Now this mature egg, it moves through this fallopian tubes or oviducts and then it goes towards the uterus. This is the uterus. What is uterus? Uterus is the muscular organ, lies in the lower abdomen. So this is the location of the uterus. Lies in the lower abdomen behind and above the urinary bladder. This uterus is the hollow, muscular, pear-shaped organ. It is in the uterus that the zygote develops in the baby, because after fertilization, zygote travels from fallopian tube to the uterus, and in the uterus this zygote develops in a baby. Now next we'll come to the next organ. The next organ is known as the cervix. What is cervix? It is in the just below the uterus. So the lower part of the uterus is known as the cervix. So you can say that opening of the uterus at the lower side, this is the cervix. So the cervix is narrow and opens to outside through a muscular tube. That muscular tube is known as the vagina. So understood, children? All the organs of the female reproductive system, that pair of ovaries, then the fallopian tubes or the oviducts arising just above the from just above the ovaries, then the muscular organ, pear-shaped organ, uterus, then the uterus ends into the tube that is known as the cervix, and cervix opens outside through the muscular tube-like structure, that is the vagina. Now what is the function of vagina? It receives the sperms and it also serves as the birth canal through which the mature baby is delivered. So these are the different organs of female reproductive system in humans. So practice the diagram of female reproductive system also, and structure and location of different organs. Now here we'll discuss the role of hormones, because we have studied that the testes are the male reproductive organs which produce male gamete sperm, and ovaries are the female reproductive organs which reproduce the ova. So this production of a sperm and ova is under the influence of hormones. So here testosterone is the male sex hormones that is produced by the testes and which stimulate the formation of sperms, and ovaries also produce the female sex hormones progesterone and estrogen. So learn these hormones also, because these organs are here working as an endocrine organ also, endocrine gland also. So testes in the male, they produce testosterone, that is the male sex hormone, and ovaries, they produce progesterone and estrogen, that is the female sex hormone. Now we'll see here the key terms which you have to learn: sexual reproduction. From this point I have started to explain you that what is here the sexual reproduction, then the process of fertilization, types of fertilization, external fertilization, internal fertilization, then what is zygote, that is the structure formed after the fusion of male and female gametes, primary reproductive organs, then semen, sperm, male gamete, ovum, that is female gamete, testes, primary reproductive organs are known as the gonad also in the male, and then scrotum, that is the outer that covering in which the testes lie there. Okay, this protects the testes, fallopian tube, uterus. So children, we have completed this portion today, and remaining part, ovulation and menstruation, we will complete in the next that class. So you study all these topics from your book also, and draw the diagram of male reproductive system, female reproductive system, human sperm and ovum in your notebook, and solve the exercises also which are given on the pages, like the check your progress on page number 35, and write about all these key terms in your notebook, as many of you are asking me about the key terms in the previous chapters, that what to write. So now I am giving you some key terms after the explanation of each part of the chapter, so you will learn all these key terms also. So revise the chapter.